What's up, everybody? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and this is the Picks and Parlays Power Hour, where we talk all things football. Before we get started, I'm going to need all of you to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. That way, you get notified every time we go live with more free content, free picks. That's value for you people, all right? More value comes when you check out our sponsor, BetMGM. Just download their app onto your phone, use the promo code morning, and for all new accounts, you're going to get hooked up with up to $1,000 in a risk-free first bet. Use that promo code morning, or just check out the description of the video and click on the link. Now, with me today, I've got two expert handicappers. Scott the Bulldog Rickenbaugh coming in talking about the NFC South. Up next, we're going to have Chip Chirimbus talking about the Dolphins at the Buccaneers on Saturday. Scott Rickenbaugh, how you doing, friend?
Doing well. How about you, Allie?
I'm rocking and rolling. I'm ready to go, man. I'm freaking ready. Let preseason it. Let's do it. I am excited about some football. So we're going to talk NFC South, the Bucs, the Saints, the Panthers, the Falcons. What are your initial looks when you're checking out the NFC South?
Well, so what I looked at here was with their win totals, and then of course looking at who might get this division this year. And it's really of course going to be between the Bucs and Saints. So the first thing I want to mention then is talking about the Falcons and Panthers. I think those are two teams that are going to overall struggle this year, and you can tell by their win totals. But I'm also going to say that to me, their win totals are going to be tough to peg too. You've got the Falcons; they were sitting around a 5 with a big price on the under. And I have to agree with it. I think they're going to finish between 4 and 5 wins. It's kind of tough to call. Will it be 4 or 5? And, Marcus Mariota at quarterback, how's he going to hold up for them? It's a big question mark in my mind. They're not known for having a good offensive line. So that's trouble right there. And then their defense was so bad last year. To me, the Falcons, they're probably going to be in the running for a high draft pick. Let's put it that way. I think that's going to be their deal this year for sure. So
that's fair. One thing I noticed about the Bucs and the Saints, the Bucs have like the 4th toughest schedule. The Saints have the 7th. Bucs are the favorite in the division, minus 290. New Orleans Saints are a plus 335. What do you think? Like, what's the real big difference here?
Well, I'm surprised at that. I think that the Saints are the dark horse for this division. They really are. The Panthers also are not going to be in it just like the Falcons. But you're talking about the two high quality teams, and I think the Saints are a little better than people realize. And I also have some concern about the Bucs because their defense, of course, should still be very, very strong. But of course, now they have a new head coach that was their defensive coordinator. And he did very, very well just focusing on the defense for the team. But it's different when you step into that head coaching spot. And let's not forget that the last 3 years that he was a head coach, now again, he was with the Jets, but still 14-34 was his combined record. So it's a lot of pressure to be head coach of the Bucs. And, with Brady out there, and by the way, he's 45 now. And I know he's been showing no real signs of that age is going to finally catch up with him. But I think this is going to be an interesting year for the Bucs because with Arians now no longer coaching and Gronkowski has now retired. So a couple of new faces on the offensive line as well, trying to protect Brady. So Tampa Bay, don't get me wrong, they're still going to be a great team, rock solid defense. But I think the Saints could challenge them this year for the division.
That's what I was kind of thinking, especially at a number like 335. Typically when I want a future, I want a nice, big, hunky number. 335 is a really great price for how good I think this Saints team is. And not to mention, I think they're hungry to get back, to where they were. Breeze is gone. Peyton is gone. We got all that. We know. But now, they're rebuilding, and they used to really have the number of, well, not only Tom Brady, but when he was a Patriot, but they had Tom Brady's number. They had the Bucs number. I feel like the Saints want to get back to the top of that division, and 335 is a decent price for me.
For sure, and they won both the regular season meetings last year. The Saints did beat the Bucs, and Jameis Winston, before he got hurt, people don't realize. I wasn't a big fan of his early on, but last season he had 14 touchdowns against only 3 interceptions before he got hurt. So he was clicking in the Saints offense, and then. Also, you have to consider, okay, well, if he gets hurt again or is he 100% healthy? But the thing is, Dalton, who's the backup, and I know he's got quite a bit of mileage on him, and he didn't look that great, of course, with a bad team, the Bears last year. But the year before that, he was with the Cowboys, and he had a TD to INT ratio of 14-8. Really looked pretty good out there, honestly, for Dallas. And I think the Saints could surprise. I expect Winston to be fine and to hold up in terms of his injury issues. But again, you always have to worry about that in the NFL for sure with these quarterbacks. And he could be injury prone. But again, Dalton might step in and surprise some people too. So, and plus they got the wide receiver Michael Thomas back, and he has looked fantastic in training camp. So they're ready to go.
So they are ready to go. So that would be your pick then out of the division. We would take the Saints plus the 335. Is that?
Yes, that would be because there's no way I would lay that big price with Tampa Bay. I mean, of course, Tampa Bay is the favorite to win the division. They deserve to be the favorite, but there's no way I would lay that big price. So Saints is a dark horse. And in terms of the over-under win totals, I do like the Saints to go over their number, and I think the Bucs will fall under theirs. And then the other two I think are pegged. I think Panthers just going to be bad right around that 6.5 range that they're in, and the Falcons around 4.5 or 5. Just they're going to struggle this year. I think Mayfield for the Panthers, he may come in and surprise some people, but they don't have a ton of wide receiver talent. And again, it's always hard to just step in. He just got with the team, and new offense and new teammates around you. I think Carolina is going to have some growing pains, and they're kind of in a rebuilding pattern right now.
That's fair. All right, well then that's what I'm going to roll with. We're going to take the Saints. Maybe the Bucs lose the first and second games of the season, and then they go to a plus number for the division. You never know about that too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, people out there, viewers, don't lay minus 290 on a future with the Bucs. There's no value there. Don't do it. If you got to bet a future in that division, take the Saints plus the 335. That's what Scott Rickenbaugh says to do. Scott, over at picksandparlays.net, that's where we keep all your premium plays, your very best bets. Tell the people what you're into and how you're making all that money for them over there.
Well, it's going to be a big football season, so get on board early. Of course, we've already got the preseason going strong, and in a couple of weeks, the college football gets underway. And guys, I've had some big years at Picks and Parlays. Just look at those leaderboards from the past years, and you'll see Scott Rickenbach at the top for the full year. So, and a lot of that's from big football seasons, and it's going to be a big one. So, looking forward to it, and you get a lot of action. Remember those all sports passes, Allie, a great way to go, because then you get all the picks from all the sports, and it's such a busy time of year as we get into October, November. It's crazy busy. So be a part of it all and check out all the great cappers at Picks and Parlays for sure.
Yes, and when you're over there, use the promo code NFL. That's going to save you 20% off whatever you get. If you want the all sports pass for a whole year, you get every single sport, every single pick from Scott Rickenbaugh. Grab it, use the promo code NFL, save 20%. Thank you so much for joining us, Scott. I will see you next week on the Power Hour.
Thanks so much, Allie. Thanks for having me.
Cheers. All right, everybody, let's not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. I've got one more capper up for you. It is Chip Chirimbus here to talk the Dolphins at the Buccaneers. Chipper, are you there, my friends? How are you?
All right. How's it going, Allie?
It is going fantastic.
Good.
I'm ready to get rolling. We've got the Dolphins at the Buccaneers on Saturday. It was a pick 'em. It's gone to Dolphins minus 1.5. The 33 dropped to a 31.5. What's your look on this one?
Well, I don't think that number moving had anything to do with Tom Brady, bowing out for the next 10 days and not being part of the team or practice at all. Miami has loaded up for this year. They have a new coach. And, we had mentioned before, Ali, that when you have new players and a new coach and he's looking to establish a positive attitude, a winning mindset, I think Miami's going to come to play. It's a make or break year for Tua. He has to impress every time out. The critics in Miami are incredibly harsh on him, and he's going to have to perform. Tampa, of course, my fear is that maybe they're aware that Tom Brady at 45 isn't going to make it through the entire season. So they may be actually trying to play people that they think maybe they may have to use if in Brady's absence, if anything should happen to him. But for the most part, I don't see a playoff team that went to the finals, had a 27-3 deficit against the Rams, came all the way back, only to have the Rams win by a field goal. I don't see them having much incentive here, shall I say. I don't see them being psyched to play this game. And I think the odds maker agrees with us, as I think it opened Tampa 1, which I thought was kind of low in itself. And then it moves to Miami being the favorite. And I don't think that has to do with the public action. It might have to do with sharp money out here in Las Vegas and actually the odds makers understanding and knowing that Miami is going to come to play and maybe not so much for the Buccaneers.
So there you have it. So Chip, we keep all of your premium picks over at picksandparlays.net. Tell the people what you're all about on the site.
All right. I usually post a triple play of Major League Baseball action on Saturdays and even Sundays. But, right now with football in full gear, this is full gear for us. People may think the preseason is just an early type warm up, and it isn't. Ali, I've told you before, this is a great opportunity. There are times where you can just sit there and they're telling you and giving you the answers. And they're letting you know who's playing. They're letting you know who's not playing. They're letting you know who wants to win and who doesn't care. And it's a great opportunity. So I'm going to have a best bet on Saturday in NFL action. My first megabuck play of the season. It is a best bet winner. And I hope everyone logs on and follows the buy links. I'll have baseball out there and a Canadian football winner as well. We hit our best bet last week in Canada and north of the border, the Great White North. So we're going to see. And we're excited right now. We've got everything going for us, and can't wait for basketball and NBA and NCAA. No, really, but it's all hitting us right now.
It is. It's that time of the year. Just like we said for Rick and Ba, Chip Chirimbus, you can get his all sports pass. Also, get the all NFL. You won a basketball tournament, didn't you?
Yeah, I won a Hilton contest, and it was the NCAA contest. It was a pretty good payout too at there, and I've actually come in the place mode with at the Stardust and once again at the Hilton. So it's a great experience. Football's great. These contests are tough now. I'm telling you, Ali, they've got the sharpest people out here in Las Vegas, and these people are winning these contests by picking over 67%, which is absolutely outrageous over a long haul for a season. I'm not talking about just picking one game where you can sit and have a great percentage. I'm talking about picking 5 plays every weekend. It's a tough task, and I really have to tip my hat to them. They're big time winners, and that's why they're out here.
Absolutely. So people, if you are a Joe who's looking for a pro, check out Chip Chirimbus. It never hurts to have a professional in your back pocket. Check out his best bets over at picksandparlays.net. And again, use that promo code NFL. It's going to save you 20% off whatever you buy from Chip. He's going to roll with the Dolphins -1. That was your play, right? He's going to roll with the Dolphins -1 when they take on the Bucs this Saturday. Thanks so much, Chip. Great to see you. I'll check you out next week on the Power Hour.
Thank you, Ali. Looking forward to it.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and check out BetMGM. Use the promo code MORNING or check out the description of the video. But that promo code gets you up to $1,000 in a risk-free first bet for all new accounts at BetMGM. We do the Power Hour Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss one. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. I'm Allie Burns. Good luck this weekend.